Yeah, and speaking of Olympians, actually coming up after 8:30, we're going to be chatting with Murray Thompson, who is with our Team Canada for ski cross. That's coming up later. But up next, we are talking safety on the mountains. Stay with us. We're broadcasting live from Whistler. Exactly, and as we gear up for Blackcomb to open tomorrow, we want people to have fun on the mountain, but we want people to be safe. Peter Jean, or PJ, how you doing?
Good, Don, how are you?
Great, we're going to keep people safe. What are some of the things people need to know about here on the mountain?
Oh, right now going into the opening, especially on Blackcomb for Thursday, most of the stuff on Blackcomb coming up for the next couple days when we open for Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving, is they'd want to probably stay on the piste runs or the groomed runs. We still have a fairly thin snowpack here. We haven't had a lot of natural snow, but lots of man-made snow, tons of man-made snow. You want to stay on places like this. This is a groomed run, what we call a piste. If you look on the skiers left, if you're coming downhill, it's what we call a piste marker. The orange marks skiers left of the run. The green marks skiers right. Stay between those barriers and you're usually pretty great.
Okay.
What happens is if you're offside of these things, you'll notice it's quite thin on the side, so where all the snowmaking is where the better skiing is going to be naturally.
So something like this here, this is an indicator of what?
Oh, this is an indicator that there's some form of hazard below you.
Okay.
So this is just a plain rope line. It's not marked. There's no labeling on it. It doesn't say outside of the boundary. It doesn't say closed. But it just means if you're coming down to this, don't whip right underneath it. Take a look. You might hit something like this behind it or a ditch, stuff like this. We try to mark stuff with the cross bamboo, which is a standard marking for us here. It means stay away from this zone.
And of course, there's a big trend of people going into the backcountry.
There is a big trend of people going back.
In some cases.
In some cases, it's a problem because most people who go into the backcountry are unprepared. Or not most people. People who go into the backcountry unprepared could run into a problem.
Right.
So you need to have the appropriate tools, the skill set to use them. You want to be checking the CAA or the CAC websites. I saw Grant Statham with Parks Canada, the BC Coroner Service, and the CAA doing a presentation the other night on TV. And it just talks about when you go backcountry skiing, especially if you're accessing it from a place like us, we're marked, we're controlled, we do avalanche control.
I just think it's probably better to stay on these beautiful runs that are all good to go. But if you do have any concerns about safety, go to the websites that PJ was talking about. Of course, as we gear up for Blackcomb opening tomorrow there, Jody and Rhea has more details on the mountain. You can go to their website.